Have you ever looked at your cat and wondered, why me? Of all the people in the world, why did they choose me? Maybe you think it was just chance, that your cat simply tolerates you because you're the one who fills the food bowl. But let me tell you something that might surprise you. Your cat's choice wasn't random, not even close. There's a precise science behind why cats choose their humans. And no, it has nothing to do with luck or destiny. It has to do with chemistry, biology, pheromones, and something even deeper. The way the feline brain processes social relationships. Today, I'm going to reveal exactly why your cat chose you. And I'm warning you, some of these reasons might make you see your relationship in a completely new light. Because by the end of this video, you'll understand that you're not just a cat owner. You're something much more specific, much more important, and maybe even a little stranger than you thought. So stick with me because we're about to dive into the fascinating science of feline social selection. And trust me, it's absolutely worth it. Section 1. Pheromones Never Lie. Let's start with something you probably didn't know. Cats choose you through smell. When your cat rubs their head against you, against furniture, against your legs, they're not just being affectionate. They're depositing pheromones. These are chemical substances produced by special glands located on their cheeks, forehead, and at the base of their tail. And these pheromones, they're like a personal chemical signature, a way of saying, this is mine, this person belongs to my social group. But here's the interesting part. Cats don't rub their pheromones on just anyone. They only do it with individuals they consider part of their safe territory, and that includes you. Scientific studies have shown that feline pheromones have a calming effect on the cat itself. When your cat marks you with their pheromones, they're literally creating a chemical environment that makes them feel safe. You become, quite literally, a walking comfort zone. So when your cat rubs their head against your hand, they're not just asking for attention. They're saying, you are home, you are safety, you are mine. And this choice? It's driven by chemistry. You can't fake it. You can't buy it. Either you have it or you don't. Section 2. Chemical compatibility is real. Now let's talk about something even deeper. The chemical compatibility between you and your cat. Just like humans have a unique personal chemistry, the way our body naturally smells, cats have theirs too. And guess what? Cats are incredibly sensitive to these chemical differences. Some studies have suggested that cats can perceive minute variations in human body odors. They can detect hormonal changes, stress levels, even emotional states, and all of this influences how they feel about you. If your natural scent is compatible with your cat's preferences, they'll feel instinctively drawn to you. It's like when you meet someone, and without any rational reason, you just feel comfortable around that person. Well, cats work the same way. So if your cat constantly seeks you out, sleeps on your pillow, steals your shirts to nest on them, it's not just because you're comfortable. It's because they like your scent at a chemical level. And this, my friends, is something you can't control. Either you have it or you don't. Nature decides. Section 3. You're not human to them. You're a giant cat. Here's a truth that might seem strange to you. Your cat doesn't see you as a human being. Not in the way we understand human, at least. To your cat, you're simply another cat. A very, very large cat, and probably a bit clumsy. Researchers have observed that cats interact with humans using the same social behaviors they would use with other cats. They rub heads, purr, lick you, give you playful little bites. All of these are behaviors that cats reserve for members of their feline social group. So when your cat does bunting, that little headbutt against your face, they're not just being cute. They're using a social greeting reserved for cats they consider part of their family. And when they lick you, they're not trying to clean you, although you probably need it, let's be honest. They're doing social grooming. It's a behavior cats use to strengthen bonds with members of their group. Basically, you're an honorary member of their feline colony, and that's a privilege they don't grant to everyone. Section 4, you're their mother figure, emotionally speaking. Now brace yourself because this part might hit a little deep. For many cats, you're not just a companion, you're a mother figure. Wait, don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying your cat is childish or immature. I'm saying that the primary bond cats form in life is with their mother, and when a cat develops a deep attachment to a human, they often replicate that dynamic. Think about these behaviors. Does your cat follow you from room to room? Do they meow when you're not there? Do they knead on you with their paws? Do they curl up against you when they're scared? All of these are behaviors that kittens show toward their mother. Meowing, for example, is a behavior that adult cats rarely use with each other. It's primarily reserved for communication with humans. Why? Because kittens meowed to get their mother's attention. And when they become adults, they continue to use that sound with you because you've become their emotional reference point. Kneading, that rhythmic paw movement that looks like they're making bread, is a behavior kittens use to stimulate milk flow during nursing. If your cat kneads on you, they're reliving that moment of absolute comfort and security. So yes, in a way you've become mom or dad or parent, call it what you want. But you're their emotional anchor, their safe base in a world full of scary things like vacuum cleaners and doorbells. What if your cat didn't just choose you, but studied you, tested you, and decided you were emotionally fit to join their world? Have you ever felt evaluated? Let's talk in the comments. Section 5. You're not the boss, you're family. Here's another important thing to understand. Cats don't operate on dominance hierarchies like other animals do. Dogs, for example, have a pack mentality. There's a leader, there are followers, there's a structure. Cats, they don't work that way. Cats don't look at you thinking, "Ah yes, here's the pack leader, I must obey." No. Cats see relationships in terms of safety, trust, and affection. So when your cat curls up next to you, shows you their belly, or brings you a toy they killed earlier, they're not submitting, they're trusting. And that's a huge difference. Your cat is saying, "I feel safe with you. I want to share my space, my nap, and possibly the dead toy mouse with you." Cats don't follow orders, they follow feelings, which means if they follow you from room to room, they're doing it because they want to. And that want is worth a lot more than obedience. You're not the boss, you're family, and to a cat that means everything. Section 6. They sleep on you because you are home. Let's talk about sleep, because this is where things get really interesting. Cats can sleep up to 16 hours a day, and sleep for a cat is a moment of extreme vulnerability. In the wild, a sleeping cat is an exposed cat to predators. So when your cat chooses to sleep on you, on your chest, on your legs, on your face at 3 in the morning, they're not just looking for a comfortable spot. They're making a conscious choice. They're saying, "This is my person. This is my safe, warm hill of love. I shall nap here and also possibly drool." Your body heat, your heartbeat, your scent, all of this becomes a lullaby the cat recognizes as safe. It's not just physical comfort, it's emotional communion. A cat sleeping on you is a cat saying, "We are bonded, you're mine and I'm yours. Now don't move, or I shall unleash the claws of betrayal." It might sound absurd, but it's not that they see you as their bed, they see you as their fortress, and to a cat, that means everything. Section 7. They bring you gifts because you're part of the hunt. Ah yes, the gifts, those adorable moments when your cat brings you a dead mouse, a bird, or, if you're lucky, a half-destroyed toy. Many owners think the cat is trying to teach them to hunt, like a mother would with her kittens, and partly that's true, but there's more. Bringing you prey is an act of social sharing. In the wild, cats living in colonies often share prey with group members. It's a way of saying, "We're a team. This is for all of us." So when your cat brings you that mouse, or that sock, or that pen you lost 3 days ago, they're including you in their most important activity, the hunt. They're not trying to gross you out. They're saying, "You're part of my group. I share my resources with you." And yes, it's disgusting, but it's also incredibly meaningful. Section 8. The slow blink, the cat kiss. Have you ever noticed that your cat stares at you and then slowly closes their eyes? That gesture is called a slow blink, and in the feline world, it's the equivalent of a kiss, or a hug, or saying "I love you" without words. Cats only slowly close their eyes when they feel completely safe. In nature, closing your eyes in front of another animal is risky. It means letting your guard down. So when your cat looks at you and does that slow blink, they're telling you, "I trust you completely. You are safe. You are home." And if you want to respond, do the same thing. Look them in the eyes and slowly close your eyelids. You'll see they often reciprocate. It's a silent language, but incredibly powerful. Section 9. The feline brain and attachment. Now let's get a bit more technical, but I promise it'll be interesting. The cat brain has a region called the limbic system, which is responsible for emotions and memory, just like in humans. When a cat forms a bond with a human, their brain releases oxytocin, the same hormone that's released between mother and child, or between romantic partners in humans. This means that the bond your cat has with you is neurochemically real. It's not just habit. It's not just convenience. It's an emotional attachment encoded in the brain. Studies have shown that cats who have a secure bond with their owners show signs of separation anxiety when left alone. They seek physical closeness as reassurance. They vocalize when they miss their human. In other words, you are the center of their emotional world, and also their food vending machine, sure, but mostly you're their anchor. Section 10. Consistency always wins. Here's one last crucial scientific element. Cats choose humans who are predictable. Cats are creatures of routine. They love knowing what to expect. And when a human is consistent in feeding times, interactions, tone of voice, the cat feels safe. If you're the person who feeds the cat at the same time every day, who respects their space, who never forces them to interact when they don't want to, the cat will choose you. Because predictability is safety, and safety is love in feline language. So let's recap. Your cat chose you for very specific reasons. Chemistry. Your pheromones and natural scent are compatible with their preferences. Social role. You've become a member of their feline family, an emotional mother figure and a safe base. Behaviors. They sleep on you, bring you gifts, give you slow blinks, all signs of deep trust. Neuroscience. Their brain releases oxytocin when they're with you, creating a real emotional bond. Consistency. You're predictable, reliable, and that makes them feel safe. It wasn't chance, it wasn't luck. Your cat chose you because, at a biological, chemical, emotional, and social level, you are exactly what they needed. And that, my friends, is something extraordinary. So the next time your cat stares at you with those half-closed eyes, or curls up on your chest at 3 in the morning, remember, you're not just a cat owner. You're their person, their home, their everything. And that's beautiful science. So did you enjoy discovering the science behind your cat's choice? If this video made you see your relationship with your cat in a new light, leave a like down below. It really helps the channel grow and reach more cat lovers like you. And now I want to know, what's the weirdest behavior your cat does to show you affection? Do they bring you gifts, sleep in absurd places, stare at you while you sleep? Write it in the comments. I read all your messages and love hearing your stories. If you haven't already, subscribe to Meowtopia and hit the bell so you don't miss the next videos. We have tons of content coming that will help you understand your cat even better. Thanks for staying till the end. Your cat might never say it, but if they could, they'd probably thank you too.